Oh hey, and welcome back to the TED Talks YouTube channel podcast experience. Today it is a book review, book club. We all sit around singing Kumbaya, me lord, and reading. And I had never been to the Bahamas. It was 90 degrees and sunny when we landed. Our luggage and equipment got held up in customs. So we hit the beach. And I love this excerpt, you know. Yeah, fantastic writing. No, it's none of that. It's just you and me. Let's talk. So we are reading the book Will for Willard, not William, Smith. Big Willie style, getting jiggy with him. Summertime, big tune, right? As soon as the sun's out, this book. I don't read biographies. I don't read stories of people's lives. I don't read this stuff because I just don't particularly care about someone's life like that. Like the wisdom they have, the lessons they have, the experiences, yes, I do. And sometimes a life story I just find a bit boring and I'm like, well, I'm just too logical. I don't have that empathy. I'm like, well, where's the value? What am I reading this for? Like even like people that I follow and interest, I just don't have an interest in their life because I don't know, it's never interested me. But I got this, pre-ordered this shit, was like, boom, I'm buying it because, well, Will Smith, I mean, what else do I need to say? And such cool cover art, right? I love this book. Also, the fact it's written with Mark Manson from The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Burp. Incredible book, by the way. Go get it. Link in the show notes below. And also a link to this book. This, you know what? Will has a certain style which you will know if you've seen The Fresh Prince, if you've seen anything, if you've lived on Earth, right? And he has written this book in his style. So I'm reading it and hearing it as Big Willie from Philly. Like I hear him, I see him, I kind of, you learn how his mind works. You learn his self-awareness, which he developed. He could be more self-aware, couldn't we all? You know, it's not like, oh my gosh, such critical reflection. It's not. But there is reflection, there is self-awareness, there is something to learn from this book. And you might think, well, I'm not a $1 million movie star. Yeah, but he wasn't 20 years ago, whatever. He became that. And following that journey and learning like some cool trivia and facts like about him and the things he's done was awesome. Like if you're a fan, like you're a fan. And also about his relationship with his kids, his houses, his relationship with money, his relationship with his partners. Real big focus here on something we all struggle with, I think, which is balancing. Got a goal here. I've got a life, a family, a partner, kids, parents here, and sort of enjoyment in the middle and kind of overlapping both. How do I reach this 10x target when I've kind of got a family here, which I suppose will hold you back from that, just purely because of time, right? As in there will take time that you need for that. That's a crude way of saying it, but it is what it is. How do you balance the both? And where's happiness? And are we chasing this goal here to make that person happy because we think our partner wants this, when all they simply may want is just to spend more time with you. And he goes through that and his experiences with that. And I suppose how his career propelled and what he faced to get where he is and the kind of quick thinking he had to be, and also a real insight into his personality, which I think we all get to kind of see and know. But like the lessons from here, they come softly. It's not like, right, principle number 3, here's how you do this, here's how you do that. It's like you read it and think, yeah, how did he handle that? Like I don't think I would have done it like that. You know, that's an interesting way of doing that, Will. You know, why did you do that? Or like, yeah, that's stupid. You know, or oof, I feel for you. You know, talking about loss in his life. And, you know, whilst I probably won't read any more autobiographies, maybe when Gino D'Acampo comes out with one, big up Gino, you know, I'll read it. But I think because it's Will Smith, I read it and was like, yeah, that's cool. Also he talks actually quite interestingly, more so at the start, about his network, or more so his group of friends, and how certain people could have been famous but they didn't put the effort in. And 50 Cent said this, you know, about one of the guys from G-Unit. He was like, listen, I put him on, I gave him stages, he could have been big, like he was sick, but he was lazy as shit. He wasn't in the studio, he wasn't writing rhymes, he wasn't doing anything, he was just like hanging on the coattails. And Will Smith kind of spoke about that as well, and the jealousy from people around him. Now look, obviously he's propelled to much greater heights than maybe a lot of us even want, right? Let alone are aiming for. So it's a bit different, but that importance like he kind of puts on the people around you, and how actually his views, especially when he was younger, were really shaped. And actually, I think it's by JL. Was JL his bodyguard, or was it his or was JL his solicitor, or his like legal guy? But one of the older guys, kind of in his network or in his like area, did all his contracts, all his legal work, and didn't take too much money. Like, was just a really good guy. When you read the story and you realize what like JL did, you sort of think to your own life, like, have I got someone like that supporting me? Do I need someone like that supporting me? Why haven't I got someone like that? And you kind of maybe draw parallels with your own life with people in the book and think about that. Because look, if you haven't got the right people around you, why are they around you? Now look, I think there's 3 types of people. I mean, some people say there's 2. Some people say they either add something to your life or they take away. There's no in between. I think there's an in between. I think there's there's a group of people who take out from your life big time. And I think there's people who add to your life who are great, you want around. And I think there are people in the middle who do neither. Now, I can see that as a bad thing, right? Because, well, if they're not making your life better, what's the point? But maybe they are, but you just don't put them in that camp. It's like friends from school maybe who aren't doing shit with their lives necessarily, to put it bluntly. You hang out with, you have a laugh with, you have jokes with, and Will talks about this, but you won't talk business with them. Because, oh, they're jealous, oh, they're small-minded, they're not looking at it how you are. That's okay though, because it's good for a chill, for a mess about, go play bowling, go whatever, go to the movie, you know, and that's it. But then when you want to talk serious, you don't call them, you don't hang out with them. I think it's okay to have different circles like that. Having people that are going to pull you back or be snakes or move a bit, then you can't have those people around you, right? And so if you want a hard hitting, here's the value, here's the life lessons, this is not the book for you. If you want it to come to you, you want it to learn it through someone else's experiences, you want to see how they handled stuff, and I suppose learn lessons in a kind of different way, then buy this book. And if you're a fan of Will, buy it. I mean, I didn't realize how, from his words, how pivotal and important he was in the world of like rap and bringing rap to kind of hip hop back in the day. Like, I had no idea about the awards and the scale to which he took it, because I don't know, I've never heard him talk about it before. I just love the art. It's such a nice like book. I mean, this is bloody face, but it's such a nice cover to put up somewhere. So that is my book review of Will by Will Smith and Mark Manson.